Hi there, Star Academy students. This is Mr. Wood. And I know this week a lot of you guys enjoyed going to the computer lab to learn a little bit about computer programming. And some of you said that you might play with this over winter break. So I thought I'd give you a quick little tour of some of the resources that are available to you from the Star Academy website. So this week, this was the activity that we did, where we actually used some code to make an angry bird move forward to get the evil pig. So you might have some experience doing this. And if you want to do something else, what you can do is go back to the code page by first going to Star Academy, clicking on Kids Zone, looking for code in the lower right corner. And once you're there, you'll see the Angry Birds activity that we did in class this week. But you can actually navigate through these little arrows to do some other activities. And some of these would be a lot of fun actually to do with a family member or a cousin or maybe like an older brother or sister. So this was the one that we did in class, Angry Birds. But if you were to hit the next button and look at Scratch, for instance, it's going to take you to a page that looks like this. And Scratch is actually, it's pretty challenging, but you can do some really cool stuff with it. So for example, over here on the right, they walk you through a little tutorial showing you how you can make a holiday greeting card using Scratch, where your snowman might move or talk. And the way Scratch works is that you have these little characters, they're called sprites, and you can get new sprites by down here in the lower right corner where it says new sprite. You can go find a creature you want to use. Let's say this is the one I want. And once you have that sprite in, what you do is you can click on him or her. So I'll click on this little character. And I use this little menu here to get him to do things. So for instance, I might want to say, okay, when I click the green flag, I want my sprite to glide for, let's say I want him to glide for 10 seconds. And he's right here, so I want him to glide maybe over here. So I'm going to put my mouse there. And at the bottom in the lower right corner, it says X is negative 162 and Y is 19. So I can go over here and say negative 162, 19. And when I hit go, look, he moves. And so you can do different things. You can make him move. You can make him do things like say hello. So maybe he's going to glide for 10 seconds. And then he's going to say hello. See, there's the little hello popping up. I can make it play a sound. I could do operators or sensors. So this is a really fun activity to sort of play with an older brother or sister or mom and dad and see what you can create. So that was this one that was for Scratch. If I hit the arrow again, then I get taken to Tinker, which is one where there's a bunch of different challenges that you have here. So I might start with the puppy adventure, for instance, by clicking Get Started. And so the way this one works is it tells you a little story. So we're waiting, it's loading. So here's this little dog, his name is Pixel. And Pixel's family accidentally leaves him behind. And so it's taking off and leaving without him. And so what we have to do is we have to help Pixel a little bit here. So it says, can you program Pixel to bark and alert them? So what we have to do is we have to move the start button over and connect bark. And so now when we click start, he barks, trying to get their attention. So now that we did that one, we move on to the next level, where we're given a new challenge that we have to do with Pixel. And so it'll take a second to load. And so now what he wants us to do is move Pixel so that he can get to the shoe, because this is going to be the scent of his family. So it looks like Pixel has to run 2 squares. So I click on start and put run underneath, and then run underneath again, and then hit start. And there goes Pixel. So this is one that you can do as well. It's pretty fun. This is one you can probably do on your own. And then the last one is this one called Lightbot. And so let me back up here for a second with this one so I can show you. When you click on Lightbot, so here's Lightbot here, and I click go. It says, what do you want to do it on? You could do it if you have like an iPhone or iPad, you could use it, or we're going to use a computer, or if you have an Android tablet, you could use that as well. So we're going to do the computer, the one in the middle, and it'll take a little second to load. And what we want to do is press play. And you want the basics, so start with the basics by clicking on the little guy, and then we do level 1. And so it actually gives you a little tutorial. It says, I need your help to light all the blue tiles, use the walk command to make me move forward, and then use the light command to tell me to light up the tile. To program me, press the commands below to add them to the main slot. And when you're done, press play. Okay, so in my case, I got to make him move was I made 1, 2 steps forward, and then light the blue tile. So I put 1 step, 2 step, and then he's going to turn on the light. And so we click run, and so there he goes, and it turns on that particular tile. So all of these activities you can find in this first tutorial, this first section up here, tutorials for beginners. If you played with all of those and you think they're really cool, and you have like an older brother, sister, family member that wants to help you, you might show them some of the other resources that are here. There's even a cool thing down at the bottom where you can make your own apps, which would be really fun to do if you have maybe like a high school brother or sister. All right, well, have a great winter break, and thanks for taking some time to learn some code this week.